The laughter died in their throats as they watched Ivan's transformation from a victorious leader to a man tormented by loss. Without a word, he turned on his heel, sprinting to the nearest vehicle, propelling him into a desperate race against time. His team, ever loyal, followed suit, their own celebration forgotten in the face of their leader's agony. The journey back was a blur, each kilometer stretching out endlessly as Ivan willed the vehicle to move faster. His team exchanged uneasy glances, offering silent support. They knew Ivan as a soldier, as a comrade, but in this moment, they saw him as a man, a husband and father whose life had been shattered in the most personal attack imaginable. When they arrived, the scene that greeted them was one of devastation. Ivan's home, once a symbol of the life he fought to protect, was now a charred husk. The smoke twisted into the sky like a macabre signal fire, marking the death of everything Ivan held dear. As the embers crackled in the ruin, Ivan fell to his knees, not as a soldier, but as a man who had lost his world. His team stood by, a silent vigil to the raw pain of a brother in arms. They knew then that the Ivan who led them into battle was gone, his spirit broken by an enemy that had struck from the shadows, taking the most precious of spoils. This mission that changed everything set Ivan on a path of no return, driving him into the depths of despair and eventually into a life far removed from the man he once was. Arriving at the smoldering ruins of what once was his sanctuary, Ivan's world crumbled. Firefighters battled the flames that consumed his past, present, and future. The laughter that once filled the air was replaced by the deafening silence of loss. The bodies of his family were recovered from the ashes, their lives extinguished by cruelty beyond comprehension. The days that followed were a blur. Ivan, once a figure of unyielding strength, found himself lost in a sea of grief and guilt. The images of his family's demise haunted his every moment, a relentless torment that clouded his mind and soul. Friends and comrades reached out, but their words were distant echoes, unable to breach the fortress of his despair. Overwhelmed by a sense of failure and the weight of his sorrow, Ivan made the fateful decision to flee Russia. He left behind his career, his home, and the grave of his family, seeking oblivion in the anonymity of distance. With nothing but a few belongings, Ivan set out for Tokyo, Japan, a city as far removed from his past as possible. When Ivan stepped off the train into the neon buzz of Tokyo, he unknowingly crossed the threshold into a stark new reality. Bereft of the wealth he generously depleted in aiding the destitute, his life took a sharp turn towards austerity. His unexpected comrade in this desolate phase was a fledgling crow, a fragile being he'd rescued from the